Okay, so Brett, go down. Line with your feet. You don't want to look funky where you're not moving with your feet. It really doesn't matter if you have this moving with your actual feet or not. It will look perfectly fine once you get rid of your normal body. Trust me. Okay, that's good. Oh, most important step, don't forget. The right. Set to right calf. Sad part is when you do something, make a mistake like that, that happens. Yeah, shucks. Bring her on down and rotate it. Alright. There. There you go, get yourself a good right leg. Go do the same with the thigh as you did with the thigh. So you're gonna own it and set it to left calf. If your item does the same thing where it prefers to be on like one side, like the right or left, just do the same thing as you did before. Okay, now let's test her out. Bam, right there. See? Alright, now. Do not worry, you will not see your pack in first person, ever. Alright, so, why the hell do I have that article? Alright, okay, so you already have another model, like I need by an accident. We're gonna make some arms now. So right click bone. And then left forearm, upper arm. There are also some options such as skin down here. You can make it glowy like this. Increase it by 1, 2. What? No, no. Let's put in 6. See what that's nothing. 5. 4. Okay, so it does nothing. So 5. Generally, it would make the material look different. That's what it's supposed to do. Like some stuff, it'll make it flashy, laser-like. Let's use the same use the same item as we did for Phi, Combine Lock. Used for a lot of limbs. And yeah, let's use that. So you know what I have rotated. And since it's, preferred on one side, the right, invert, -1. Scale her down a bit. Negative with more negative, make it more fattening. The cannibals eat you.
Don't need that.
Okay, let's just do it right now. Alright, so now you got yourself the left arm. Good looking left arm. Upper arm. Not full arm. You're gonna do the same thing as usual. Clone. Set the scale to positive 1.9 and move it around. There you go. Enter. 1, 2, 3. You have your arms, most of your, I would say 80% of your limbs done. Okay, so now let's make ourselves, so let's take a look at it. It's looking good. Go back to it, editor. good from this point on. You should know what you're doing. And you'll be able to put your right forearm or your forearm, doesn't matter which one. Let's go with, I don't know, a combine. This piece. Oh no, that's crazy. No,
Hello?
don't go with that one. Oh, it's bad. It's a bad piece. Let's go with that binoculars. Okay. Slim arm. Okay, let's go with slim arm. Okay, so scale her down a bit. I warn you though, some props will have extra little pieces that will float away and will become weird and junky when you shrink or change the size. It's not fun. It's not very fun. Especially when you have that little shit floating around you. Alright, let's have it facing this one. Oh, down. Scale her down a bit more. Alright, perfect. So we're going to do the same thing as usual. Clone it for your limb. So to be symmetrical. You all should know who I'm referring to if you watch, well, you know, Soul Eater. For all, like, I don't know, 90% of people that watch that type of show. If you don't, okay, cool for you. Okay. Now, why the hell did that just happen? Hold on. I just... stupid. Okay. Okay, as you can see, it's in functioning order. Alright, so... should know what to do with the hands now. Just look for a good hand model, then attach it to a bone for your hands. But, alright, let's do it anyway. Let's check how much time I got left on this timer. Okay, 6 minutes. Good 6 minutes. Probably around that. Before hand. Okay. Let's use this one for hand. You can probably use this one as for a hand and a foot too. This one right here. This model. Which is the okay again. Combine emitter. You can use it for multiple purposes. Mainly for feet, I would say. But I like to use for hands too. Let's go. As like I said before, highly recommend you do this in single player. Do not do it in multiplayer. It will be too much of a hassle for you. Especially if they bring out the Play X player. If they bring out the Play X player, you will not be able to do anything in pack. So heed my warning. Alright, that's a good hand for now. Temporary, that type of shit. Clone it. You know, bone, left hand. Perfect. Alright, so, should be good now. Alright, now, for a final viewing of what it should look like. You have everything done. Your person is a bit ghostly. You can see a bit of them. Alright, so let's change that. Let's change alpha to 0. 0. And there you have it. You have now finished your pack. Your main body, anyway. So look how funky I look. Such a pro, like such a pro art. Alright, so, now. We'll continue this part of where we will now make our weapon. Alright. Let's give ourselves a weapon. What you're going to want to do is go into your entity. There will be a draw weapon box with true checked to it. Make that box, uncheck it to false. But do not do it yet until you have aligned your weapon with the weapon you want. If you want a weapon to be specific, it will be very annoying because there are a lot of issues with it. So I highly recommend just using a standard issue model for everything you use. So let's make that draw weapon do false now. See how that weapon's gone? Alright. Mainly weapons will mainly be facing straight, so just keep in mind, keep it straight. That's it. And no, I'm not referring to sexuality. What you want to do for the bone is set to right hand. It's going to move in line with your hand. So, from that website I provided earlier, I recommend you getting CSS game data. But the issue will be that there's a high chance your control configuration will be, the labels for it will be kind of messed up from the CS. Like a lot of them will be labeled as Counter-Strike, like hashtag Counter-Strike Weapon 1. Do not worry, it is basically the same thing as you know, so don't worry about it. So let's go for Counter-Strike weapon. So I don't know, UMP45. Let's go with that. Same issues always. Alright. Let's okay, so run one. Okay, so there you go. Okay. This is the part where I think you really would have to do for being non-specific and having universal. Let's take a look at them. There you go. Got your gun, got your universal shit. Go to this gun. UMP45, yeah. Hooray for you. Alright, now for the advanced user, the ones I want to go farther and put like multiple weapons. What you're going to want to do is go to your weapon, right click, add an event. Okay. Parent name, leave that be. Invert, leave it be. Event, that's what you don't want to change. You don't want to change that to weapon class. Right there. Operator, go and make it to not equal. Okay, now this is where I highly recommend you look up weapon model names of the standard of the default weapons, because the names are very kind of different. So let's put in, so this is what you put in: weapons. No wait, weapon. Yeah, weapon underscore, then whatever weapon you want to replace it with. So let's say I want the AR2, enter. So it's not equal to that, and watch. Okay, so once you set it to the weapon you wanted, such as I want to set it to AR2, gonna exit pack. Now watch. There you go. That's all you gotta do. So there you have it. You now know how to use pack to a very good potential. Alright. So then, hold Q, show it enter, and you're going to want to save it. You're going to save it to a new file, then name it whatever you want. That'd be standard. But then if you want, but then I also highly recommend saving your favorite one, your be above all favorites, to auto load, which means you will spawn with it the whole time. Every time you join a server that supports pack. Do not forget that. The server needs to support pack. That's why I only join pack servers. Okay, so that's about it. What else? Oh, yes. There's also a program called Machinima Studios. This program supports custom models. And I will show you what I mean by using custom models. Pack. This is what people always have trouble with. This is why the pack help getting started thing is very useful. Skip all this. You look at all these hotkeys. Can you look at it for a bit? The bones are taught you that already. Well, not this part. Just a mile easy. That's easy. See, most of it is explained in the help area. Alright, custom content. The URL is model path, which means that you can use websites like Dropbox.com. Use that. To export these things, this is where I recommend the program of Machinima Studios. Just Google that in, get the trial, just wait 10 seconds to export wherever you want as an object. I do not use custom content on my game because I have a problem of where it doesn't load. That's why I use Team Fortress 2. This is why I also recommend just using that type of stuff, like games that run in a Half-Life 2 engine. Use those games. They will be very easier. It will load quicker. You will also be required to save the image file of the texture or whatever. Just use Machinima Studios, it will do all that for you. So, yeah. That really is about it. So, enjoy using pack.